Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and find Diana, Brock, and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or what I'm gonna do is just go with a whole cast of people. Y'all, why didn't y'all tell me about Married to Medicine? I just got on to Married to Medicine like 4 days ago, and I didn't even watch the series. I just been watching the reunion show. And what's them girls named? Quad, Jackie, all of them are giving me life. So our end is all the folks who married on Married to Medicine, who marriage is hanging on by a thread. Because all black love matters, even the ones that need a little bit more help. It's just blowing my mind that these like professional women are coming over here and showing their ass. Actually, I don't know if it is, because I believe I can show my ass. I just don't know if I would leave the receipts on national television of me showing my ass. And I think that's what's surprising me the most.
Oh, you just leave it on the podcast?
Yes. But no, it's not even the same thing. Is it like they be lying on each other? Like they be doing some deep shit. They are not playing. Like the thing about the Married to Medicine, from what I've seen on the reunion show, it's not scripted. Like they be dealing with real life shit. They be like, that's why your man cheating and I got the receipts. And then a woman was like, oh, I was just lying. I don't got no receipts. I don't like when you be talking about my mama though. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh shit. Damn.
Look, this came from a really deep place inside. So it was just interesting. They need to do a Real Housewives of like Silicon Valley or something. That might be boring though.
Yes, it will be boring.
Why do you think it would be boring?
It need to be a Real Housewives of Oakland.
Ooh. That might be the hot fire. You gotta have that one white wife who married to like a black rich tech guy tycoon.
Shit, I was just saying E40's wife. The Too Short got a woman.
Yes, but I'm saying you got to dip that in there. You got to you got to give it all, right?
And then a black dude married to a white woman.
Yeah, and then you got to do the real nerdy black people who like came from MIT or Harvard or something, who've been touched by white hens like their entire life.
Yeah,
well, that'd be good shit.
Absolutely.
Anyway, who is you?
I'm Nero,
and I'm Nyambi,
and this is episode 202, y'all.
Hey.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Happy 2019! I can't believe we made it.
This is why we're grateful.
Another year.
Another
Blessings.
Year. It is. Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's black with no K. This is why we're grateful.
Okay, is it my update?
Yeah, what's going on?
I mean, not too much. I have questions for y'all. What is a blue alert?
What you mean?
What was it, a couple weeks ago now, or maybe a week and a half ago now? We got something called a blue alert, and it like woke me up, and I thought it was like an Amber Alert for the kids. Do we ever find out what a blue alert is, Nero?
Yeah, I found out.
What was it?
It's when a police officer was killed.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, during a crime.
I didn't know what they wanted me to do with that information.
They wanted you to be on alert. This is what you talking about. This is an alert for all the motherfuckers all the boys in blue.
And then why I get it?
Because the only way they can do it is get everybody.
Shouldn't they send an alert if anybody get killed? That threw me off a little bit. I never got it because as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, it must be like an Amber Alert or something's going on. Then I was like, blue alert. And then Niram just said it was like a law enforcement being killed or shot. At first, I'm like, what the hell is going on in Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
But I never heard of that.
It's crazy.
That's different. Now I know they're all attached to my phone and everything. Ain't nobody asked for that.
Just like Donald Trump. When that nigga sent that text message, it did the same thing.
Did we talk about that on the podcast when the President Obama ain't never called me? What is Donald Trump calling my phone for? I wanted to block it.
Oh my God, baby, I got almond oil in my eye.
I wanted to block the call. You right? Did we ever talk about it on the podcast?
No.
Y'all remember when Donald Trump texted us? I wanted to be like decline. Speaking of Donald Trump, y'all see Lizzie Warren going to be president?
Good for her, man.
That's nice.
She came out. I don't know. She came out a little early. I thought.
No, everyone's a little late, sir. Like they need to start getting
campaigning now.
Yeah, the election's 2020.
Oh.
And we're in 2019. Primaries are about to kick up in a minute. So a Lizzie Warren. But first of all, I'm going to vote for anybody that's not Trump. So this is going to be a year that I don't need to do much research because the vote's in stone, right? I wish I could just use a clicker to vote because I don't need much information now. Because even if the Democrat nominee is a little dirty, it can't be dirtier than Trump. So I'm voting for the Democratic nominee. And I don't want to hear you independence bullshit. That's why we lost this election.
You think any Republicans going to try to go up against Donald Trump?
They're going to try, but they ain't going to make it. They're gonna try. Oh, absolutely. White men are gonna come for that, especially the way he keep disrespecting Mitt Romney and like all the legendary, or is that even a word for it? Like the people, like the families in the Republican Party, because he's disrespecting them left and right. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do it, but I don't know. What's this called? It's not Mitch. I was thinking Mitt Romney. He just got that seat in Utah. How you be getting these seats in places he don't live?
I don't know. This nigga just ran a house. Now he got a seat.
I don't think he's gonna stop. I don't know, maybe, and run back for president. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work. Nor did I know if it's the way his blood pressure set up, if that's a good look for him. But yeah, I think some Republicans are gonna try to jump out and see if they can knock Trump off his pedestal. But I think Trump's raised too much money already. And it's not gonna be like cost effective. You know, they about their coin. But Lizzie Warren, the only one who done came out and said she running for president. Maybe. She just said she forming a committee. She said she just run a survey monkey real quick.
Oh.
What is she doing?
She running a survey monkey.
To see how you niggas is feeling. I don't know. You think she can... people feel more comfortable with Elizabeth Warren than Hillary. Hillary said, fuck you. Hillary's like, I'm all set. I'm sitting here with my granddaughter named Charlotte. If you need me, I'll be in the Hamptons. Do you think Elizabeth Warren has more is more charismatic than Hillary Clinton? Because that's what we're talking about. It's not intelligence. It's not wherewithal. It's not policy. It's none of that. That's not what the American government does for president. We're talking about charisma, star power. So do you think Lizzie Warren has the star power, the talk back to beat Trump? Because that's what you need. Intelligence. Hey, I think she's smart enough to be president. She good.
I think so. Because I think the thing that was with Hillary that niggas didn't like, or just people in general, was that, you know, she was just uptight and she kept maneuvering to fit herself in these predicament, like boxes. So
she should just be like, I'm an old white woman, highly educated, but I know my shit.
Exactly.
That's what she should have came with.
Like, you know, one day she on CNN, all speaking all
with
prim
her
and
St.
proper.
John suit.
Right. Next thing you know, her ass is on the Breakfast Club talking about she got hot sauce in her bag and
with
shit.
A black by popular demand shirt.
Right.
Did she with the Rainbow Family?
Right.
With a pink bra. Look, Hillary.
Next thing you know, her ass on Telemundo with a sombrero on. Like, she was just doing like too much.
She wasn't being authentically her. And she shouldn't be like, hey, I'm not the most, you know, I'm not going to sit here and do magic tricks for y'all niggas. But one thing I know is my shit.
Yeah.
And that's true. And that's something that, you know, Hillary, I did not agree with all her politics. I did not agree with all her policy. Much more than I ever agree with Trump, of course. But one thing you cannot deny is that bitch is smart. That bitch is smart. That bitch is strategic. And people, like, that couldn't even shine through because it was overshadowed by her and Bernie, if we want to be high-key, low-key.
And then she didn't go to the Rust Belt.
Because I also believe she can go head-to-head with Bernie. And I know you niggas love Bernie old ass. But he was very versed on, like, domestic policy, where I think Hillary was versed on domestic and international policy. I ain't heard Bernie talk about one thing international in my life.
We need both, though.
I understand. That's why she was the best fucking candidate. Niggas, circle back 100 episodes. I told y'all this. Is she my favorite person? No. But was she the best candidate? Yes. But you niggas on Bernie and you maggots saw fit for America how it is. And that's why 2018 happened.
That's why America is great again.
No one listened to Nyambi. I know Hillary got flaws. Shit. We all sinners.
Side note, is the government still closed?
Yeah.
God damn.
Trump getting his fucking wall. I don't know if it's going to be about Legos or what, but he's getting something.
Shout out to y'all who on government assistance and they can't get no damn paychecks.
Them EBTs ain't being reloaded. But EBT ain't automatic.
Who there to push the button?
Ain't no automation to the EBT.
Shout out to the people who had an appointment to go.
Oh, Lord, because not too long ago, Nyambi was in the EPT line, and I waited and went through that metal detector. Come on. Look, I think about the goodness of Jesus.
So shout out to the people who had appointments and they shit got canceled because the government's still closed.
And you need that food, sis. What you go, get you some beans, get you some rice, and you stretch it. Do what you got to do. Stay strong. Or shout out to the folks, too, who working for the government. Like, I think when people think about the government positions, they think about salary. Everybody ain't fucking salary.
No.
It's some hourly niggas depending on that check.
Right. There's some contract motherfuckers in there, too.
Depending. Living check to check. Right? You got to do what you got to do. But it's some folks out there doing that. I see Nero don't want to talk about the presidential election.
No, I was that was just on my mind, but I'm with it. Yeah. I think
Elizabeth. If it come down to Lizzie and Donald, I am Team Lizzie Warren. Okay, Native American and all. I am Team Lizzie Warren. Do not get that fucking twisted. I'm just asking y'all as a community. Do you think she got the star power? Do you think as America, are we gonna give her the rose?
Because that's what this
is, a reality show.
I think she has more star power than Hillary Clinton.
Which is crazy.
Right. Because her ass know how to get up there and be getting niggas' asses and shit.
Lizzie will get taught back.
I think the only thing is she got to worry about is this whole Native American fiasco.
Yeah, niggas forgive her for that. Didn't we learn from Hillary? Forgive her. Niggas, focus on things we shouldn't forgive, like R. Kelly. Don't worry about Lizzie and this. She messed up. Is she Native American? Though?
I don't know.
But it's all right. Just let it go. We all had missteps. On the behalf of the community, I'm asking us just to look past it.
I think that's gonna be the main.
We need to be like Magna supporters. Look past it.
I think that's gonna be the main thing she got to worry about is that whole Native American fish.
I don't even. The thing is, I was so disconnected from that. I just seen the headlines and I didn't read it. So I'm praying she didn't say a derogatory term. Which, if it's Lizzie Warren, she probably didn't. She probably just overstepped her boundary. That's what I'm thinking.
From what I remember,
I didn't read it.
It had something to do with a grant that she got because she said she was some percentage of
Native American,
Native American, something like that. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I just know she got to watch out for that.
Yeah, like. We're all some percentage of something, right? But if we're talking about a high enough level to receive funds and money and resources,
financial benefit,
I don't know.
I don't know if she was
at that level.
Yeah, to get that.
And that's the first time I heard. No, we're voting for Elizabeth Warren.
Hey, I'm voting for anybody but Trump.
It's gonna be another simple election year, y'all. Anybody but Trump and no Republicans. We got to do it. We got to do it at least one more cycle. And then what is it? In 2022, we'll talk about it. Looking again at the Republican Party and being versed. But 2020, we're not. We're just saying no. Because we've seen how the Republican Party treated us. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. It's still my check-in. That was a check-in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the House. Is it the House that brought in all them women?
Oh, yeah, first of all, voters did that.
Hey.
The House is not a person.
Shout out to the House that brought in all them women.
The House is an entity. And it's the most diverse house
ever
in history. It should be every year should be more and more diverse. And I think it's still only 30%. Them niggas acting like it's 50 to 60%. Mm-hmm. And we need more. And I think we're up again in 2020 and 2022. So we can get even more. So let's every year make it more and more diverse.
Yeah.
And they keep picking on a few of them folks, some representatives in there too. Mm-hmm. What's going on? Other than that, nothing, right? You remember my theme of the year was abundance, overflow. Actually, the pastor hit right on the head today. His word was more about like being the light and the light of the world. And that passage, I think it's like Matthew chapter 5, don't quote me, maybe like 14 through 17 or 18. Mm-hmm. Y'all out there, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. And it was just timely, right? So it being the first Sunday of the year, me, expressing with y'all my theme, which is overflow, abundance, joy, just being that. Like, I want people, when they see me, to feel my energy before I even say anything. Like, I want to get to that point where people are like, it's something about her. It's something about that black girl there. I don't know what, that's the magic. To be talking about the black girl magic. I want to exude that. And just the pastor preaching that is timely. And I know I've been looking for like themes and passages. And I think that Matthew 5 might be kind of my, like, the light of the world. And he was saying it more so like, you're the light of the world, right? Not just the church. Mm-hmm. So don't come to church and just be sweet. I need you to go to work. I need you to go to your marriage. I need you to go to your friendships. I need you to go to your parents, right? As parents to your children. And you need to exude that light. And thinking about that constantly, right? He said, but within that, right, if you're going to take this ownership of being the light, know that with light comes darkness. Come on. And sometimes when you're put in situations, right, that seem very dark, and we're thinking, why, Lord? Who the first one you call on? Mama and Jesus. Why Jesus? Why, Lord? Why, Mama? Mama, Jesus. Them the first two people you call when you get in some shit, right? But instead thinking like, oh, maybe I was placed here in this dark place to be the light. Right? So start thinking of yourself as that and using that just as your personal philosophy and navigating through. And also he did something, and that's what I appreciate about this church. Like, y'all know I be on a long crooked path, and I love my old Southern Baptist, good old Pentecostal, Koji praise and worship service. But this is not what this church is, right? It's a multi-generational, It's very multicultural, very we are the world. But what I will say that I love about this church is that it's a teaching based church, and it teaches you skills to be successful. And what I appreciate about the pastor this week is like, it's the new year. I know we have some new members, and we're doing like this consecration week, right? So it's a week of different types of fasting through the week. He was like, now I'm not telling everybody not to eat. If you're diabetic, I need you to eat. Right? Like, him breaking it down to that level, right? To say, well, maybe it ain't food. Maybe it's from TV. Maybe social media. He's like, but if you work for a social media company, don't go tell them, pastor said I need to fast from the social media. He said, that don't make no sense. Right? You lose your job, then you got to come to pastor, then we got to go to the benevolent fund to help you, and your rent too high. I only can help with 1 month. That's exactly what he said. I only can help with 1 month. Your rent too high.
Your rent too high.
Thank you. He's like, amen. Thank you, Jesus.
If you work for Twitter, don't take no fast on Twitter. That goes for Instagram,
all of you,
Facebook.
Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
He's like, I'm trying to empower you to say, what can you sacrifice to make more room in your life? So I appreciate he clarified like that. Because, some churches be like, no sugar, no carb, no water, no air. And you be having people who diabetic dying.
What's that shit they be having people do? That lemon water with the cayenne flakes in it.
And,
people be drinking that shit.
Take that to heart. Like, oh, the Lord to keep me while I fast. Ma'am, you need to eat.
I always wonder why they put the cayenne flakes in it.
I think cayenne is supposed to be like an appetite suppressant and increase metabolism. But if you're not in a place where that's appropriate for your body,
drinking that hot sauce water,
makeup, you shouldn't do it. Now, if you are in a space where you can do it, and honestly, I probably need to miss a meal, right? You should do that, but not. So I like how he did it. He's like, it's about the practice, right? It's about the practice and the process of sacrificing. He said, maybe some of y'all need to give up Netflix. Now, again, if you work for them, no, but y'all, everybody in here don't work for Netflix. I done heard a lot about Bird Box, not enough about Jesus. He was on the road today, honey. He was anyway, but he was
that nigga trip.
But just and his is him. Thank you, Jesus. After everything, thank you, Jesus. He said, "Can I get an amen?" Only 2. Okay, thank you.
You hear too much about Bird Box.
Not enough about Jesus.
What?
I think he was like trying to lighten the mood, but he right. Mm-hmm. So he was going to the consecration week, and with that, like he gave ideas for what fasting and sacrifice could look like, but he encouraged us to think about it ourselves, right? Because it's about you. It's a very personal journey, and then he gave scriptures to kind of meditate on, to pray on, and like different things for prayer. And again, he said, if you need different things praying, pray for those different things. If you need to repeat different ways, he's like, I'm trying to help you create your own practice. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate about that. And even the idea of how he had us go through the scripture. He was like, he said it took him years to really, truly understand how to process the scripture. And he's like, sometimes you need folks to break this down to you. You just can't say read the Bible and good luck, right? And so the way he broke it down, I forgot the acronym to use, but like he gave us scriptures for like the next 7 days. Mm-hmm. And what you're supposed to do, the first step you do with the scriptures he give you, he said, whatever scripture you had, you're supposed to read that 3 to 5 times minimum. He said, I'm going to need you to read this scripture 3 to 5 times, period. Don't think you about to read the Bible the first time and be like, got it. He said, it don't work like that. He said, I know I got a lot of high achievers in the audience, but I need you, even if you get it, even if you're one of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% that are able to do it, read it at least 3, 4, 5 times.
Which translation?
What? He gonna be like, up to you. Choose it. Right? And then after you read it 3, 4, 5 times, then you're supposed to, then that's when you start taking notes. Then after you read it 3, 4, 5 times from that scripture, what are you seeing? Right? So first of all, ask yourself, do I understand what these words even say? Mm-hmm. If it is, write a quick sentence on what they mean. If you don't, he said, because sometimes you're not, right? It ain't just going to be there for you, right? Find out the reoccurring words. Are they using God's or Jesus' name different ways? What words do they keep using over and over again? He said, when you chunk out the Bible, you notice there'll be a lot of repetition in words. Like, what are the themes that you're seeing? Put that aside. Mm-hmm. Then after that, he said, now you done read it 3 to 5 times. You done pulled out some themes. Looking at them themes, how do you then apply that? What is the practical application of that looks like?
This nigga got y'all doing Cornell notes.
He got me doing Cornell notes. What is that practical application of that? So from these verses, What you got from it? What is the application? What does it look like? If it's really talking about a lot of light, because the one we were talking about was light and new and not being hidden, right? What does that mean and how do you apply that? And then said the last thing you do to close out your devotional is then pray on it, right? So you done read it 3 to 5 times, right? You done picked out themes. You done found 1 to 2 ways to apply it in your everyday life. Next, you're going to pray for the discernment and the energy to apply the things that you say you're going to do. And thank the Lord for the word.
Oh.
He said, and that is how you begin getting in tune with the word of Jesus and having a personal relationship with Jesus. Be blessed. This is me. When was the last time y'all went to church and the pastor broke it down to you like that?
Never.
Like, those things are equipping resources to me to say, if I'm even outside of this church, I don't ever come back. That is a skill that and it might not work for you, right? But again, that's still the first time someone broke it down. This is how I read and interpret it. Why don't you try it, see what worked for you?
He said, try it on Cornell notes.
Try some corn and see what it goes. He said, now I ain't telling you to read 100 pages of the Bible. Get a couple verses. Like, start, like, he was like very digestible, right? And I think that was just something unique. Interesting. And he was like, this shouldn't take you no more to fit. Don't be doing this for 4 hours. He said, set a timer for 15 minutes and break down all them things you're doing. Give yourself 5 minutes. Ding, ding, ding. Move to the next one. I said, look at God. Is that too much? What do you think about that, Nero?
Hey, that's dope.
It's something to that. And imagine having that skill as a kid. Not only in church, but like you said, in school, honey.
What you sipping on?
I'm sipping on a little. Don't do that. I'm talking about the Lord. Don't do that. I'm talking about the Lord. Don't ask me what I'm sipping on. Communion.
Oh.
It is Communion Sunday. Well, yesterday. I don't know. I just thought it was really good. And that was something that asking you shall receive, right? So the energy I was putting out there is for that and how to do it. And I'm like, all right, he done made it. He done did the blueprint. Let me try it. So I'm going to start trying it and see how it go.
I need to buy you a Cornell notebook.
No, I can use, and that's what he said. Don't get fancy. He said, write it right on the Bible. You should be writing on the Bible or get you a Post-it note. He said, don't be fancy, because you get the fancy, you got to buy the latest notebook, then you got to buy a pen. No, do it, whatever. You got a napkin, put it on a napkin. Like, just start. So no, I don't need nothing.
Oh, sure you don't need? I can get you this Cornell
No, I don't
notes.
want anything, honey.
What about a PDF?
No, thank you. The last thing I got was, y'all, I know we're a little late on this, but I'm still furious. Y'all see that foolishness that happened at McDonald's with that black woman who was yoked up, drugged across the counter. And the white man tried, don't get me wrong, sis Molly whopped the fuck out of him. But did you see how everyone, black, white, green, orange, and in between, stood around and said nothing? Or was act like they was in fucking shock? And took at least, I think I timed it, a clean 48 seconds for somebody to intervene. And when they intervened, they pulled sis and not colonizer. Y'all don't understand how much that hurt me. I was going through my own feelings, and I told this about Niram. I had to check Niram last week because he did something. I don't even remember what he did. And it's before this McDonald's video came out. And I said, I was calm and cool when I in bed, Niram. I said, Niram, I got to talk to you. What'd you say when I said that, Niram?
I said, fuck.
I said, you did something, and it ain't sit right with me. You don't understand. Niram get to playing crazy. That's what cancers do. They be like, I did something. What day is it? What year is it? All that bullshit. Right? So Niram gets
I don't like your portrayal of cancer.
That's what that's what y'all do, because y'all think y'all can't do no wrong, right? Because cancers think they're just so honorable and virtuous, right? That everything they do is from the heart and with love. And it is, right? But sometimes shit you do from the heart and with love is fucked up. Cancers can't process that. Anyway, we'll get to it. And he did something. And I was like, Niram, when you did that, it just felt so unkind. And Niram, I'm a cancer. My middle name is kind. Bullshit. Cancers feel a lot, right? And I think they mistake those feelings for kindness, and it's not. Sometimes they can be very, very selfish, actually. Anywho. What, Niram? It is.
Your portrayal of cancer.
It's the truth. And I said it didn't feel kind. And Niram was like, again, cancer energy. What are you talking about? I'm kind all the time. I care about you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, your actions showed me that you just didn't care. Again, not processing. All the folks who've dated cancers have cancer close friends. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes cancers can be in their own world. And what I had to break it down to Niram was that as me, as his partner, longtime partner, with grace-based covenant, whatever you want to say, right? One of my expectations is that you jump in, right? If something's going wrong or something, you can see danger, be it physical, emotional, spiritually. You see it coming. I'm not asking you to forfeit yourself and die, but you should at least say, hey, Nyams, do you see that coming? I really love you. Maybe you want to step to the left. Or maybe he want to pull at my shoulder a little bit, right? To say, come on here to the left, right? I'm not giving you all the details, right? Because y'all be in our business like that. But that happened. Right? And we're fine now. I love him. He's good, right? But that happened. And Niram was still like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, what was I supposed to do? I was like, Niram, as my partner, but more so as a black man, why is there no thought for the protection and caring of black women? Why is that something that's not intuitive? And also another example I give y'all to make it a little bit clear, because I know I'm talking in the air. Amanda Seals, shout out to fucking Amanda fucking Seals. You hear me? She had another example of this on her Instagram gems where I think she's called like bedtime tea, or I forgot what she called. Go check out Amanda Seals. She's the GOAT. And she provided an example of when her and her friend, black male, Amanda Seals, she's a black woman. She's doing stand-up comedy. You know, she's a comic. Amanda Seals is raw. She's giving it fire, blah, blah, blah. Some other person, man, particular, and that's important, came up on stage and ran up on her. And it was a little bit of delay. Then security got the man off, right? But she then went to the friend that she was with and was like, hey, did you see that somebody ran up on this stage? And he was like, yeah. And y'all can't see me. I'm giving the Amanda Seals look. So you weren't going to do nothing? Like, you weren't going to at least stand big? Like, if a bear come to attack you, you know, when a bear comes, you're supposed to put your hands up or pretend you bigger than what you is, or, you know, say, hey, roll up, right? Or you supposed to be watching me as my friend, right? I'm putting friend in air quotes, right? I'm assuming this someone maybe she was dating, right? A little bit closer. Mm-hmm. To see as he running up on stage, for you to at least come a few steps closer to the stage. Or even if that, like, you caught it out the side of your eye, and at the end of all the hoopla, you ain't gonna come around to the stage and be like, you good, ma? And what the nigga said was, oh, I didn't know that's what you needed from me. You should have told me. You niggas. So Amanda and Nyambi's like, so we have to tell you niggas as a black man that if you see a black woman in danger, that y'all should do something? Get the fuck out of here. And this is what I'm talking about. This McDonald's situation. And we're going to get to that R. Kelly bullshit too. I ain't talking about that R. Kelly shit for a long time. Y'all know he a fuck nigga. He been canceled. Send his ass to jail and give him some therapy. That's it. That's the only thing I got to say about R. Kelly.
Therapy in jail?
Therapy in jail. Gotta go to jail. Gotta get some therapy. Both. Right? Because I'm sure something happened to him, but he too fucking old. Right? If we caught this when he was 17, 18, I would say maybe this therapy we can rehab. This nigga's 110. So you gotta pay the fucking price, but you can get therapy too. This goes, and I'm talking about the R. Kelly, like the black girls, right? These black girls who are being sexually abused, raped, fill in the blank. The lack of care for black women is ridiculous. And of course, we're not on that level with Niram, of course, right? He wasn't to that point. But it was just a little sly thing that I felt, it was a microaggression that I felt in our relationship. To be like, shit, I gotta tell you to have my back? The one who ride for you? And that's what the man was like, why I gotta tell you to ride for me? Like, why black men do we have to tell y'all to do this shit? Wake the fuck up, niggas. And it is, I think when I seen that McDonald's video, like, because I think it happened like next day or 2 days later, I said, what the fuck is going on? This young girl, she's a young girl, petite, throwing fucking bowls at this. And I seen when that white man was reaching across the counter. I seen it. And no one moved. And then the motherfucker, which I think was an Asian man, he wrong too. Then gonna come up there, what, he asking for extra ketchup or some shit? What the fuck he so calm for? As the manager, get the fuck out. You're not getting anything else. Get your money back. Kiss my dick. Call corporate. You're not getting shit from here. You're not getting a straw. You're not getting a napkin. Get the fuck out of here. I'm calling the police, you bastard. As a manager, as somebody who has worked at a box store, that's on the same level as a McDonald's, right? Someone who's worked at a submarine store, right? Get the fuck out of here. I do not have to serve you. Bye. You have caused damage to, leave. That should have been the response. Then I see the black women at KFC. Again, black women got to look out for black women. And I think it was just a joke, right? When they wrote up, I heard you sleeping with my men. I thought it was an Instagram prank. And then the cashier didn't have to say nothing. Immediately, 3 black women came out the back fry room like gazelle lions from the jungle, the Sierra, and was like, what you're not going to do is start that bullshit. So do you want this 3-piece in a fry, or you can get the fuck on? Okay? Your choice. And the young lady at the register didn't have to say shit. Like I said, they start appearing like Lion King mama and shit. They just start rolling from the back. What are we going to do today? And I think that just triggered me, and my heart just broke when I seen that girl. And then once we defend ourselves as black women, then we're labeled as angry, aggressive, masculine, not letting a man be a man, talking too much. Well, fuck. We supposed to just sit. We supposed to just sit here and get our ass whooped. What we supposed to do? Oh Lord, I don't even know that shit. Niram, well, you got feedback, Niram. Look, as always, to submit your black love story. Welcome to 2019. Am I showing my light? Am I overflow?
Welcome to 2019. Well, as always, submit a black love story.
It just pissed me off, and that's what it triggered me to. It triggered me to the lack in care and protection of black women. That's all that is. Because white people gonna be white people. People gonna be crazy, right? But someone should have stepped in there. That young lady shouldn't have had to fight that battle alone. Everybody in that back room, they didn't even throw a straw. So if you too scared to get in the fight, right? I worked in fast food. You better throw a nugget. You better throw a fry pan. You better throw some grease. You better throw some cups. You better, hell, I went back to my RA, resident assistant day. You better throw a chair, make a loud noise and scare them like a dog. Something to shake. Nothing was done. Nothing. And the white man got the nerve. I want her fired. If you don't get if you want her fired, I hope sis get a nice slump sum from McDonald's. I hope McDonald's need to go ahead and pay a college fund. That McDonald's should be like, you don't got to come to work no more. Would you like to go to school? Don't they got them Ronald McDonald funds? Don't they be sending little black kids to 360 Black to college? Send sis to college. Tell her she don't ever got to come back. And she get unlimited Frosties. Or no, I'm sorry, wrong place. Flurries.
I don't even know if 365 Black still a thing. Let me check it.
You know what I'm talking about? Did they used to be with the UNCF?
Yes.
Send sis to school. Not to Bennett, but send her to a school. Did they say Bennett? The lacking care of black women. Niram?
360 Black is still a thing.
Send sis to school. That's what the McDonald's CEO should say. I am disgusted of what happened. This is ridiculous. We'll update our protocol if something like this happens. But for sisters, what happened to her, we will provide her X amount of funds to go to college and unlimited flurries.
McDonald's sponsored an inspirational gospel tour?
Yeah. It used to bang. Kurt Franklin was never mind. Niram, don't get off track. Own it. What's your thoughts as a black man?
About?
What the hell I just said. Pick one. Pick any gem. Pick any bullet point.
You said a lot.
It just got me so angry. It got me so angry.
Mm-hmm. And it got you angry when it happened too.
Yeah.
So.
What?
It did.
What happened when I seen it, Niram?
This is the shit I'm talking about, Nirams. This is the shit. The protection. Why y'all niggas not protecting us black women? Why, niggas?
This is low-hanging fruit protection. This is not think twice protection.
Look at that black boy right there.
Looking. And then he gonna pull her. Wrong one, sir. Then he finally went on the other side.
Look at that black nigga right there. Why that nigga just standing there in Nims?
Looking.
Why that nigga standing there?
48 seconds.
He just standing there for 48 seconds. Why he pulling on her? Why he ain't go get that white nigga?
And not talking to 48 seconds because Shout out to the folks who know. Folks from the block, all you need is about 5 seconds to react. That's real shit. When something pop off, all you need is a good 5 seconds, and them 5 seconds go in slow motion. So 48 seconds is way too long. Am I lying there? When a fight busts out, how much time you need to react?
Sure, a fight usually only lasts about 1 or 2 minutes.
That went longer than that.
That's all it usually is.
Do you see what I'm saying?
In the streets.
This went longer than that. It was enough to process what the fuck was going on and make your move and pick up something. What video game is that when you find a weapon? Bow.
No, Nirams. Why you think that nigga pulled her instead of getting off that black man and getting off that white man?
Niram told me he was whipping his ass. He should have got some licks in. That's what I would have did. Then I heard the white man had nerve to kick somebody on the way out. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he kicked somebody else on the way out.
I didn't know that.
Because the white privilege, right? They let him walk and they trying to restrain her and calm him down. And he walking out and somebody out there wiping off the tables. Again, they ain't even jump on it. So they had some spray. They ain't come spray him in the eye or nothing. Then come hit him with the towel. Nothing.
Spray him in the eye.
You gotta want to live. Please. If somebody came in the box store, I had a whole armor of stuff I was gonna whoop ass with.
Like what?
I can't list it because you might know where I work.
You don't work there no more.
Still, I'm hey. I always keep doors open, honey. I don't know what the fuck I got to do, honey. I will humble myself in a minute. Hello, good evening.
Welcome back. I'm back again.
Okay.
4th time's the charm.
So you don't do that when you work at places.
What?
Whenever I work somewhere or I'm place I'm not familiar with, I'm always looking for an exit. I'm always looking for a weapon, and not like a real weapon, but something I can like fight for. I think that also got me trained up when I worked in higher ed. And if anybody wanted to come up in there and get it, they could. Because I was planning an exit strategy, either an exit strategy, a barricade strategy, or a weapon strategy. You didn't.
Yes,
Child.
to a point. But I had the privilege where
you a big black man.
Niggas think at me, see me, and think twice.
Well, I had them. Please, you don't know what I got at Silicon Valley for in the back. They think I just got oil on the counter for a reason, just for my hands.
What you got in there?
Don't worry about it.
You got the almond oil on the counter?
You think it's for moisture.
Yeah, I'm over burn. I got some almond oil in my eye right
Come
now.
on, squeeze it.
This shit
Some
is
spray.
burning.
You got to be able to work.
I'm looking out of one eye right now.
People be like, why you got scissors on your desk? We'll be cutting and hit somebody in the throat. They come near me. Fuck. What? What?
I can't.
Why?
I can't.
What?
Dead niggas in the throat.
A box cutter. I think they was like, why you got a box cutter? I just made up something. I said, sometimes I get packages. No. So if somebody roll up on me, I'm slicing their ass. Y'all better get you a box cutter at your desk. Because you can do like, I get packages, or like, I don't want to get paper cuts.
Naomi in this bitch walking around with razor blades in her mouth.
No, I'm not. You gotta protect yourself out here. I don't work with razor. Y'all don't, ladies, y'all don't keep a box cutter at your office desk. I have had a box cutter at even box store, of course, because you need them. I had my own one at box store, had my name on it, honey. But like every office job I work at, I keep a box cutter at my desk. Niggas is crazy, especially in higher ed. The way these niggas going ticky ticky boom boom. Let a student, faculty, or staff come up and roll up in my office talking crazy. I slice they. Okay.
The thought of Naomi walking around with a
I don't walk around with it. I leave it at my desk.
A box cutter at work with a razor blade in her mouth.
I don't have it in my mouth. I'm serious. Damn, you didn't have a box cutter at your Cubicle Warriors. Y'all don't got no weapons at your desk. Cubicle Warriors, get you a box cutter because it blend in with office stuff. And I don't have a blader. You know, I have a little office box cutter, and I have it in reach too. I have it in my little container with my pencils.
Oh, what about the razor blade in your mouth?
I don't have no razor blade. That's strange. Y'all, is that strange? To have a box cutter at my desk? Niggas is crazy. The way they shooting up jobs and child. Roll up on me if you want. And I work late nights. Y'all better protect yourself. What?
You got one to live?
And that's all I got. But I don't know. We got something else, but it triggered me for that. And it's something to that. About the lack and care of black women. And we have to do better as a community.
Yeah, we do.
You gotta do better. And Niram, who's one of the good ones, I would consider you one of the good ones. You have your moments where I'm like, damn, hello, I'm here, protection. thoughtful, careness, compassion. Hello. And why do you don't go to that place all the time? What did you think when I brought that to you? Actually, you can be true. I'm not mad at you. Can be truthful. I'm not mad at you no more.
No, what? I didn't think it was a big situation. Like, if I'm thinking about the same thing that you're talking about, I didn't even see it as a big thing. And the thing was, it wasn't even a run to protect. It was almost like a hesitation.
Yeah.
Nigga, why are you hesitating?
Yeah, that's what it was. He didn't not do it. It was just a hesitation. Yeah.
Why you hesitate? You need to jump head in. I said, wait a minute. Yeah. Can't shame me because my natural reaction to that moment was to hesitate a minute.
Yeah.
Just to say, hold up, pause for a second. Let me see what's going on. Then let me go in.
Yeah.
So, I think that, I think that's more or less what happened. But yeah, as a community, we definitely got to do better.
Is that something that you're aware of as a black man? Is it something that you're aware of with like some of your other male friends, or like, is that something that's taught as black males, right? Like, is that in the philosophy of one-on-one what it is to be a black male? Because I would imagine if I had a black son, that would be in the framework, right? Of course, to protect yourself, but to protect black women, right? To protect the community, right? Like, is that, am I thinking too like archaic? Right? Like foundationally, that's not ingrained in black men to say, you protect your community, your culture, and the people?
No.
Really?
Not one.
Because as a black woman, nurturing's big, right? And nurture may look different for everyone. Nurturing and not necessarily making collard greens and giving you Iyanla titties, right? But nurturing of the community is keeping tradition. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a woman, that's something, as a black woman, I feel as a part of my DNA, right? To nurture the black community. Again, may look different, but I see that as in a part of who I am and a core value, and something that no matter what space I'm in, I'm going to do it. Like, be a nurturer of the black community.
No. And the reason why, or the reason my assumption is, A, it's usually not taught unless you have like a little sister. So that's one thing, right? So if you got a little sister, you know what I'm saying, it's like, yeah, you better protect your sister, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the fact that, my sister was 20 years older than me, and then my mother raised me and she was the, provider and protector and shit like that in the hood, you really didn't have that teaching to say you need to protect black women.
Yeah. And like, again, I'm not meaning get shot, right? I'm not talking about any of that. But there's spaces where as a man, even if you just make your presence known, that shit can be de-escalated. Do you know what I'm saying? Right? Like, I'm even talking about that little. By just making your presence known, like, kind of like them black women who came out like lioness from the Garden of Eden, like, hey, bitch, if you talking to her, you talking to all of us. And that's what I didn't see happen with the black man. They'd be like, excuse me, sir, what the fuck is going on, right? Like, if anytime you're going to assert your dominance, right, as a man and mansplain, if we ever need a nigga to mansplain, we needed somebody to mansplain there, but a cat had everybody fucking tongue. Right? And if he would have did that, I'd be like, I see he was coming like as a colleague to be like, wait a minute, you don't talk to her like that, right? What you say it don't happen? No,
but I also think, and this is conversation that we had. Upbringing, but I also think like I hate to be the nigga to blame it on slavery, but I think that it goes back to slavery.
Yeah.
Being a black man and seeing your wife raped and pillaged by these slave owners and not being able to do shit. And them niggas be like, you do something, we kill you.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is something that's being passed down, right? Yeah. Epigenetics type shit.
Yeah.
That the most disrespected person in this world is a black woman.
Yeah.
And that shit started in slavery, and that's something that has been passed down because you feel like your hands is tied to certain situations.
And we can just take it, right? Is that the idea? Oh, well, she can handle it? Shit. That's exhausting. We got work to do. We need a whole Iyanla episode on this. Because I know I was triggered. Iyanla would have to rock me on this one. I'm still get furious when I talk about it.
I know.
And I'm mad at everybody. I'm mad at the white people. I'm mad at them niggas. I'm mad at everybody. Only one I ain't mad at is black women. Everybody else can get it. Jesus. All right, I'm done. What's your update, Mira?
Okay.
You said, I'm done. Tap out.
Well, I just want to talk about Maple a little bit.
We'll talk about me.
Just keep it a little light.
Are you gonna say what we did for the New Year first?
Yeah, well, we kept it cheerful, cheap and cheerful.
Yeah.
Meaning that we hung out with some friends and family members. We had a hood classic. Went to Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. Y'all, they gotta create your own ultimate feast.
Create your own ultimate feast, my niggas.
Our service was amazing.
That shit was good as fuck on the New Year, and they got that happy hour too. So you go in between the hours of 4 and 6.
Is Red Lobster sponsoring this? We need to get them to sponsor.
I know, right? And you get them happy hour drinks.
Oh my God.
Even though they didn't have everything we want at that certain Red Lobster, this nigga said we only got Bud Light.
Yeah, on draft. I was like, oh my God, what is that?
Right. Water?
Trailer pack water? Who drinks that?
And then I say, oh, let me get a such and such and such. Oh, we don't have that either. Like, what the fuck?
What do y'all
what the
have?
hell you got?
What do y'all have? What's it called? Burnett's?
You asked for something like, can I have like
a gin and grapefruit?
Can I have a gin and grapefruit?
No, I asked for a gin and soda with a splash of grapefruit. He was like,
we don't have grapefruit either.
I said, oh, y'all don't have a bar. So just give me a gin and soda. And yes, I drink gin. I'm an old woman.
So we did that, and we went to go see Aquaman. And I just heard, I truthfully just listened to Nyambi.
What is Aquaman mixed with? He half mermaid, half Samoa. Ladies, what was the plot of it? All I kept seeing him was going in and out the water, moving his hair back and flexing his muscles and doing his Hawaiian or Samoan chant.
All Nyambi and
no idea
her
what the story's
friend
about.
Was swooning over this nigga.
What is his
the
name?
whole movie.
You think The Rock mad?
Yes.
Was that supposed to be The Rock? Rock done aged out.
Rock ain't got no long hair like that.
They better put a bad weave on him like they did in Hercules.
Please don't.
And the Scorpion King. Put a lace front.
Please don't. We all know that nigga bald. I don't want to see Rock in a wig. Rock only character Rock got now is the bald head muscular nigga.
Do Rock have body hair?
No, I don't know. Shit.
I ain't never seen no body hair on The Rock. Have you?
I don't be looking.
Oh, please. Rock goals though. He be in that gym hitting it.
Mm-hmm. You gonna do it this year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been doing this 30-day yoga.
Mm-hmm. How that's going?
Shout out to Fight Master. Y'all doing it with us. If y'all looking to do a 30-day yoga challenge, Fight Master, she's killing it this year because her previous ones be about 30 minutes and about 20 in. I'm like, sis, wrap it up. But this year, she's like maxed their 15 minutes and it's perfect. It's perfect for like a 30-day beginner or like someone who been out need to get back in. Like it's just enough to get you warm. Just enough to challenge you, but not enough to discourage you. So 30 minutes to discourage you. And he'd be like, fuck all of this.
And I ain't be like, this is hard now.
I'm not doing it, right? I need to be at least to stand in the move. Like, she'll give you something and be like, all right, just do the move once.
This is hard now. I'll be thinking, down. I need to protect you here doing yoga. Oh. This is hard.
But yeah, I know. I thought Aquaman, I don't know, was the plot good? I don't remember it really. I keep saying it's, are they mermaids?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Because DC Comics, don't nobody really pay attention to fucking DC. They watch their cartoons.
I thought it was Marvel. I said, Stan Lee ain't playing. Rest RP.
I was like, this ain't it.
It was all right.
I went to sleep most parts.
What are the other DC characters?
Batman, Superman.
Batman be lit.
Wonder Woman.
Superman is trash.
The Justice League.
Wonder Woman was okay. Justice League was trash.
What else?
Is Suicide Squad?
No, that's Marvel, I think.
I like Suicide Squad.
Catwoman.
I like the Halle Berry version.
Oh.
Low key, I like the Batman version where George Clooney was Batman and Christian Bale. I don't really like Matt Damon. I think that's who's playing it now.
The Flash.
Oh my God, no.
Who else is in there?
It's Black Lightning.
Black Lightning is definitely not Justice League.
Oh. Well, I'm not familiar. I'm definitely a Marvel girl there.
Yeah.
What about X-Men?
Marvel, baby.
Oh my God. Marvel should think about buying DC.
Why? They shit trash.
Yeah, it is. How do you mess up Superman?
I don't know. They had that Batman.
What about
Superman
Spider-Man?
shit.
No, Spider-Man is Marvel too.
Marvel.
Well, I'll continue to participate in the Iron Man. In the Aquaman challenge, or Legacy.
What is the Aquaman challenge?
Oh, I don't know. The Aquaman.
Look, you making up some
Yeah,
shit.
Aquaman Legacy and Wonder Woman. I think I'm all set. Are they going to help us for the Infinity War?
No.
Or are they two different entities? They never cross?
No, baby.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
When does the next thing about Marvel, the Infinity War, when does everybody come back from dust?
You haven't? They released a new trailer
What?
during Christmas and New Year, I believe.
Okay, I'm going to have to see it.
You ain't seen it?
No.
Oh, my nigga.
I'm very interested in that. In Black Panther Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
From the way it looks, Ant-Man might come back and save it today.
Boo.
Because, Ant-Man got small and shit when everybody
Boo.
disappeared and shit.
Not for Ant-Man that much.
So I don't know how the hell his
And
ass
Wasp.
came back.
Boo. Nuts.
You mad? His ass... That'd be fucking crazy if fucking Ant-Man, out of all the superheroes,
Come save everything? Really?
Ant-Man and Iron Man.
How about the X-Men come? Because they didn't disappear.
Maybe not.
All of them? Wait, so who is it? Just superheroes disappeared, or like the Earth?
Half of the Earth disappeared.
Oh, okay. Well, the X-Men pretty lucky. They're already mutants, honey. They pretty lucky. They got the Lord on their side.
Deadpool gonna come back and save it today.
Is Deadpool dead though?
No, he came back alive, baby.
Oh, that's right.
Remember he
Did
came
I
back
tell
alive.
y'all we made mistake to see Deadpool PG-13? Oh, Nero. I was
So yeah,
pissed.
that was mad trash. So Once Upon a Deadpool is pretty much Deadpool remade for PG-13.
I thought Once Upon a Deadpool was like, how the not Pixel, what's it called?
What?
That do Toy Story?
Pixar.
Like, they be doing the animated shorts, they be like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought this was.
Kind of find out it's that's actually ingenious though.
Fucking Ryan Reynolds.
That's
white man.
ingenious.
That fucking white man.
That's ingenious.
All right, what's going on with Mabel?
So while y'all hearing this, currently right now, Mabel's going to be trained.
Yes.
We got an old black man that's coming in.
Yes. That you can't see. Let's see. He said he going blind. When Neil told me he was going blind, I said, well, how he going?
They said he has retinal disease. However, all his reviews on Yelp are like 5 stars.
Okay.
This nigga got 205 stars. This nigga like the dog talker. He ain't even whispering.
Oh,
He ain't even whispering.
He just talked directly to him.
Yeah.
Like, sit down. They say, okay, cool, my nigga. You don't got to get all rough.
Just the old black man. So we'll talk more about that on Wednesday. But she's still here. She's lasting longer than her predecessor.
She made the one bag of dog food.
Yes, her predecessor.
I had to order some more overnight.
Her predecessor didn't last a whole bag of dog food.
Nope, he was bad.
What?
He had a rough upbringing.
No.
He was a little bad.
Why? Tell us why. Comparing the two
He
dogs.
didn't listen.
And?
He wasn't housebroken.
And?
I don't know.
What about the biting?
He used to bite a little.
No, not a little.
He used to growl a lot. He was very angry. He's like an angry black man.
What else?
I don't know. Come on here. We're talking about Mabel.
What about when he tried to bite you?
He did fucking try me.
What about when he looked in your eyes while he peed?
Pissed. Honestly,
on our
I knew
kitchen
as soon as he
table?
tried to bite me, I had to get them the fuck out my house. He didn't know it, but I knew in my head that I could never trust him. Could never trust him again.
What else?
That's it. Come on,
No.
talk Mabel.
I'm just thinking about when that nigga just looked in the eye. He looked you straight in the eyes and just peed.
Yeah.
And you like, no, you threw something at him.
I didn't throw them.
You threw your house shoe at him.
Yeah, I threw something like
The bunny slipper.
like the bunny slippers at him.
And this nigga still, he just
dodged
stood there,
He dodged
moved
it.
his head, and just kept his leg there pissing. Oh, I hope he's with a white family.
Peeing on they shit.
But so she's here. Since the last time we talked, I've been taking her ass to the dog park. She loved that shit. Naomi, would you say she's still my dog?
Absolutely.
No.
She likes me.
50-50.
I think she loves me, but she loves Nero.
She's starting to come around to Nyambi to the point when Nyambi leaves,
Yeah.
she be crying and shit and shit like that. One of the things we also starting to find out, she's like a little whiny. She's a whiner.
She's whiny. You can tell she was spoiled. She got her way
Yeah.
with her whining.
Because she tried to hit you with the little whines like, I don't care.
She sounded like a white woman being beat. Oh, you know, white people. Oh God, oh God, oh God. That's how she sounded. He's like, shut up. All that whining. That whining, Linda. Be quiet, Linda. Okay, you know white women in horror movies. That's how she whine. That's how she do.
So starting to figure that out. But I'm excited. I'm excited about this training that she got going on. What else about the Mabel?
Nothing. I think she's good overall.
She's good.
She no accidents.
None in the house.
She's highly trainable though.
Yeah.
She has not gotten to bed.
No.
She's trying to.
She can try all she wants.
She tried to daily. Oh, for New Year's Eve, she got scared and went under the bed for the fireworks. So
oh yeah.
She did. Niram didn't even notice. I said, Niram, I think she's scared. Niram,
let her cook.
What? I said she's scared. And I went there when I just had my hand down. She just licked my hand the whole night.
Let her cook. I think one of the things is you make, I want to say, accommodations to a lot of things. Like her ass is, I want to say crying. Like her ass just went under the bed while the fireworks went off. Shit, let her be.
Yeah.
She'll be all right.
She's getting the fuck out of here. I don't know about them.
Eventually she'll come back.
She did. She was actually trying to go under the bed another day though. Too. I think she liked it under there.
Dogs are den animals. She's probably denning.
Yeah.
She need to den in this damn crate we just bought her ass.
She don't like the crate.
Maybe I should have bought it smaller.
Maybe.
Because that's what it is. She like them small ass places.
Yeah.
She be under my chair and shit. Like, why are you under my chair?
Yeah.
Where's she in there?
Right here. Sleep.
Oh, okay.
All right. Pillow talk?
Yeah, let's do some pillow talk.
You're going to do the R. Kelly docuseries. Hard to watch, sad. Lack of care protection for black women. Sparkle and her niece, Jesus. The sex tape. Andrea. Jesus. This ain't no new shit. Only thing that surprised me was the last episode and I seen 2018 pop up. I said, this nigga's still going.
It's not funny.
This nigga's Teflon.
It's crazy, right?
I thank God for my mom. All I remember is having the Chocolate Factory CD and she just threw it out with no explanation. I see why.
She threw it out?
Yeah. She was like, you don't need to listen to this.
Oh.
I said, what the fuck?
Was Step on the Name of Love on Chocolate Factory?
I think it was. Trash.
I think one of the things that kind of bothered me, that bothered me was how they was referring to the child pornography tape as a sex tape.
Oh, you're right.
And the thing was, it wasn't a sex tape. It was child pornography. Point blank period. Whenever you have
someone underage.
Yes, it's child
naked,
pornography.
Inappropriate situation. It's child pornography.
And so I didn't like how they kept referring to it as a sex tape, like it was some Kim K, Ray J type shit.
Exactly.
It wasn't.
Exactly.
This is a grown ass man having sex with a minor and pissing on her.
Yeah.
Like that really bothered me. Damn, I was gonna say something else, so I lost train of thought. The whole, I think we back in the hood, like it was crazy because I was telling Naomi because he was like, I never seen the tape.
No, I never seen the tape, nor am I interested to.
And I was telling her, like, I remember like being, however old I was, like 12 or 13 when this shit happened.
Yeah.
And like niggas had it playing in the barbershop.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Or like the bootleg man was selling it in the barbershop. And the barber bought a copy and then he played it.
Oh my God.
While everybody was at the barbershop. And like shit like that. And like thinking about it now, like how fucking disgusting it is, right?
Yeah.
Like that shit was crazy.
Where was our heads at?
Yeah.
Well, not mine, honey. I ain't watching. I don't know where you niggas' heads. Okay. R. Kelly been canceled for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, in my book or my household.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you begin? Right. First, I guess I just want to send love and energy to any person who's been abused sexually, emotionally, verbally, anything. Right. Like, oh, the emotional distraught and the trauma and the generational effects have to be like long going.
Mm-hmm.
Look, do we get to the real talk? Andrea, I don't know if I believe her that she said she didn't know what the fuck was going on though. Real talk with Black Love Matters community. I don't. She might not have knew from day one, but she knew on day 300. Like, I don't. I said, sis just tell you. Remember the other girls were describing me. Yeah, Andrea, she'll be upstairs and I'll be in this other room.
Mm-hmm.
Sis, you ain't here. The children, the playground going on outside. Like, I was saying, I don't even like Niram to be in the office for 3 hours so I bust in that bitch.
What you talking about?
What the fuck is going on?
I can't even take a damn shit without
what?
Without Naomi.
Me and Mabel.
And Mabel coming in there.
Not gonna do, what's going? You all right?
Messing with me, talking about your poop stink, nigga. I'm taking the shit. Get out of here.
So I don't know. It's something. I shouldn't say I don't believe her. Right? Something about that. I don't think the whole story's there. Maybe she is telling her truth, but something about the story's not there. Sparkle. I appreciate her coming forward and telling the truth, but something about the story don't feel complete at all.
What you mean?
I don't know. You know, she's telling us like I almost blame like and and what else? Like it feels like it's a missing piece there. You don't feel like that way, do you?
I feel like
It's a missing piece there.
it might be. It might be the editing, right?
Maybe. Because her and Andrea, them two was I like I'm so appreciative of them telling them stories, but something about like, wait a minute, sis. Something A plus B did not equal C in what the hell you just said, right? So that threw me a little bit. Can we talk about his brother in jail? Nigga, shut up. You get 100,000, you rich.
You rich.
Shut up. Guard. He's all set. That nigga got on my nerves.
Now we know the reason why his ass in jail.
In jail
was
because he's stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Next folks who got two things. I felt two ways about this. Who the fuck was the niggas that R. Kelly had around him? Them was some loyal motherfuckers to go that long. Because Andrea hit it on the head. He ain't that to keep all this going himself.
Nigga can't read or write.
So who the fuck was this team? And their loyalty,
Titties
are they
niggas.
freelancing this loyalty? Because I got niggas who can't.
This nigga can't read or
I ain't
write.
gonna make this about me. But I got niggas that can't even just free, can't hold water. Can't shut the fuck up. You're scared. Waiting the whole food, right? But R. Kelly got a whole team, I'm assuming of at least 15 people, who's willing to placate, pretend they don't see, whatever it is, this shit for at least
Actively protect.
3 decades. 3 decades. So what the fuck and what the fuck? That tour manager, that nigga need to be brought up on some charges.
Yeah.
What the hell? The one who Leah and what the hell?
So
Last thing. Only thing I had to work on my empathy, y'all, was the woman who said she got kidnapped at 35. Y'all know that ain't sit. At 35? The babies, yes. 18 and under, yes. I actually, honestly, I give it 21 and under. 35.
baby, you don't know how strong that brainwashing is. At 35, she got brainwashed.
35.
So
That's the only one that I wanted to have more conversation with.
I feel for the parents, like the
devastating.
2018 parents, because I know there's more out there. But something about that made me want to reach out to the hood
It had a hood roll up in
and have some hood niggas roll up, some niggas who
would knock first, knock second.
who not afraid to go back to jail, who actually want to go back,
Who's looking for a reason.
who look for a reason to go back. I think by now I'll be employing them niggas to kick down some doors, because I think it was heartbreaking to see them, the parents being like, we want to do a welfare check, and you see people in there, but they won't open the door. And the police is like, well, there's only 2 ways we can get up in here.
Yeah, the police, not the police cordial.
They can either open the door or we gonna knock it down, and we ain't got nothing to knock it down for.
I said, where's Olivia Benson and Stabler? Because they would have been in here by now. What are the detectives? Where are they detectives? Where's Law and Order Special Victims Unit? Because they would have got up in this bitch by now.
So I think that was something that had me looking like, okay, I think it's time to implore some
Hood niggas.
Because I say, Naomi, what if that was our daughter? And I said, what you gonna do? Call Uncle Junebug.
It's time to call some family. We're gonna be so irritating,
right?
Till he get up in there, right? It's time to get in there. But yeah, and even when the girl seen her mother and like came out, hugged her, and was like, "You gotta go." But then whoever powers may at be then called the police on her mother. Yeah. And you know what, that hotel manager was doing? Because who's the hotel manager? I'll tell you. I said, he about to get fucking fired.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you're supposed to do all that. But you could tell he was like, yeah, some shit going on here. And I'm trying to be on the right side of history. And like, he even brought the mama in. Now they're trying to make me call the police. I'm going to call the police in 10 minutes. So you got a 10-minute start. They're going to ask you what you look like. I'm going to say, I don't know.
But go see your daughter.
Quickly.
quickly. Set a timer.
Yeah.
Let's do a time check.
Let's sync our watches.
On my watch, I have this time. What do yours say? All right, at this time, I'm calling police.
That is heartbreaking.
That is very heartbreaking. And like just to show,
what the fuck is R. Kelly got going on? Like that makes me think, what the fuck happened to him?
They touched on it like very briefly
There's
on
something
how
else to that too. I need to
how
unpack
he
that.
got molested and shit like that.
He got more than molested to do all of this.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? That's why I said jail and therapy, because there's something there. And look at his brother in jail, and the other one when he tried to pin, talking about that ain't me in the tape, oh my God. And talking about it's my brother, and told his brother that. I don't know what to say. We've been knew this though, and the thing is, it's not just R. Kelly's, right? This is something that happens in our community too often. Think back to when y'all was younger in high school, sometimes middle school, when these 13, 14, 15-year-old girls were talking to the niggas that was 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Right? Like, that's not nothing new. And ain't no reason no 25-year-old is talking to no 14-year-old. That's not right. So this is something as a community that we need to talk more about. As a community.
I remember like a couple of the girls' high school basketball coaches dating.
What?
Some girls.
The coaches?
Yes.
That's some nasty shit. So again, R. Kelly wrong. He wrong. And niggas like, what about Bill Cosby? That nigga wrong too. Mm-hmm. What about when all these niggas is wrong, right? Like, ain't no Depression Olympics. Everybody line up. So
do you think this docuseries is going to be the straw to really get this nigga indicted?
I think maybe with some of this new shit, right? I think we're hit the statutes of limits of some of the other stuff. But I think if he continue on this path, yes. Absolutely.
Because remember when the dad said, he remember his daughter used her mom's Apple ID or something like that. So he went back and looked at text messages and found out they had sex.
Yeah.
Currently
she was like 15,
stuff, 16,
I don't think you
like
can
that.
go back to nothing that happened at 90. So I think we reached the statute of limitations on that. And also the women have to be willing to
testify.
Yeah. But I think if he continue along the path, absolutely. And he might, right? Like it's
but
a little
but that's the thing though.
Sociopath.
This nigga clever with it though. Because now he getting like NDAs and shit like that. Yeah. So having people sign like incriminating ass documents and shit like that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I hope. I need it to.
And then, like, what about the women, the grown ass women that was having sex with them little ass girls with R. Kelly? Like, what type? That shit.
That's illegal too. I mean, unless they sign something, right, that they were under distress, and in exchange for immunity, they'll testify against him. That's the only way I can see that working. It's messy, and he does deserve to go to jail. It's not right what he did.
So that's more or less what I'm saying. Is that
and the thing is, why are you niggas torn? That's what I think. That I'm not even on social media, but it's way too. We're not talking about 10-90 torn. I want to say in the black community, we almost at a 60-40. It's way too many niggas talk torn. Just replace your child in the situation. And I know people like, well, I'm a parent. I don't want to do. You know what the fuck your child to do.
I can tell you why.
It's not the child responsibility. It's the adult. He has to be held accountable.
I'm going to tell you why some niggas are torn.
That's nothing to be torn from me about. And I love black men, and I love our community and our people. And I believe in giving second chances. And I believe in all that. But this is wrong. This man has over 30-year history of being a predator in some form or fashion to black women. Be it sexually, be it emotionally, be it physically. What the fuck is the problem? That's what I don't understand. Like, that is clear cut to me. And I don't know what the gray is on this one. I could even digest the gray a little bit on Cosby, right? Because they were older women, right? It's more going on, right? Although I believe Cosby is guilty, his ass goes to jail too, right? I can have that dialogue more because we're dealing with adult women, right? We're talking about kids. We're talking about kids. The kids should never know how to do better. Done, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just more. R. Kelly's more clear cut to me. And it's blowing my mind how it's not. Help me to understand there.
So before the new year, when I went to the barbershop, because they was talking about, the shit and things of that sort, like how the documentary is coming up and things of that sort. And like some of the barbers was like wholehearted, like, I don't know if the nigga did it. So let me finish. And like
Jesus.
So I had to gather like, because the half of the barbershop was like, nigga, you crazy.
I told this to Nia. If this stopped at Aaliyah, when they both, first of all, she was too young, and that spoke a lot to Aaliyah family on her response to it. But we'll let the death rest, right? Mm-hmm. But even if it stopped there, and we ain't heard no enough foolishness from R. Kelly, I might even be able to process that a little bit, right? Just a little bit, because she was a baby. She was 15, 16. He was in his mid-20s. What the fuck, they forging documents to get married? But at least they got married. It was some type of consensual agreement there. Mm-hmm. I could get through that. But everything after that, no. What the fuck? What? No.
So
this is not a mistake. Like, no.
So his mindset about this whole thing is that, with it not being so muddy, right?
It is very muddy.
It being so muddy.
Or I shouldn't say it's not muddy. It's presented muddy.
It's presented muddy.
Yeah, that's it. It's
and
not
how, in his eyes, it's muddy.
Yeah.
So how it muddy was, and how, traditionally white America is always trying to bring the black man down.
I agree.
And they felt like, they've seen multiple times in many ways where the white man has brought black men down.
Absolutely.
That they felt as if R. Kelly was in that type of space where niggas was trying to bring him down. And they felt as if like all this shit was just a setup and a ploy because of white men trying to bring the black man down.
Yes, maybe if it was one allegation. I might have been on your niggas team if it was one lone allegation and we ain't heard nothing since 91. Mm-hmm. And it's now 2018. Maybe. And that's not even yes, that's a maybe from Nyambi.
And it took niggas to be like, well.
But a 30-year history of bullshit and y'all telling me it's the white. No, it is the black man standing in the mirror. It's him. He's the monster here.
Yeah. And it took niggas to be like, well, even if you don't believe it, what if there were some allegations between, your daughter and, I would have killed them. And it's like, well, how you can do that or see that for yourself.
And it's over 100.
Yeah.
100. How many allegations you think is against him? When he was in trial, what was 21 counts?
Yeah.
Of child pornography?
27, I think.
So, that was 15 years ago? Mm-hmm. Just say he stayed that same pace. It got to be at least 60, 70, 80 counts.
Well, remember, he got arrested again, right? And the charge, all the charges got dropped because they talked about how the police, like, unlawfully
arrested him,
searched his house or shit like that, or whatever, and all that shit got dropped. But even now, like, what was the old girl talking about, like how she had sex with R. Kelly that was like intimidatedly consensual?
Yep.
Sis, that's rape.
That's rape.
But when she looked up and she said she seen an iPad and R. Kelly just closed the iPad and went on. This nigga got the shit in the cloud.
Somebody call Apple. Who work at Apple?
This nigga got the...
What is anonymous? Anonymous, I have a mission for you.
This nigga got this shit in the cloud. So all we need to do is figure out his Apple ID, which is probably like rkelly@gmail.com.
1234000.
His password is probably 7 zeros,
12 plays,
12 plays, or some shit like that.
R&B king.
And
step in the name of love.
Put all this shit out. Like, who was that hacker that was going on? You remember
anonymous.
When niggas hacking in?
I said anonymous.
Hacking everybody.
Are they free?
Apple IDs and shit, and had everybody all naked pictures all out.
It gotta be Apple already has to have a breach. It's out there. Just find it.
We gotta go through all the information because it's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
So predictions: how long do you think? How soon is it gonna be until he get arrested?
Again,
is it gonna be 90 days?
It up yet?
It's gonna be 30, 60, 90, or it's gonna be more than
might have came from this documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Police move slow. Maybe 6 months.
6 months.
By the summer.
If
it ain't nothing by the summer, I'm sorry to say that might happen. Unless he really fuck up. Mm-hmm. I'm so scared to say that.
My last thing was I was worried about them girls that's in the house now. Because
he might be crazy. Well, he is crazy.
Because I also think like R. Kelly might be the type of nigga to pull some murder-suicide type shit. And have all the women drink the Kool-Aid, for lack of better words, right? So this nigga know that shit is coming.
Yeah, it's hot.
And it's hot. And even though they say he a cocky motherfucker, he might be the type of nigga to be like, oh, well, all these bitches going down with me.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just thought it was even just infamous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so strategic on how like he came out with different songs,
Right.
promotion, publicity, down to like remember when he came out with that new record, like what that was very 1950 Stevie, like very Stevie Wonder,
Mm-hmm.
like appealing to a certain audience,
Yeah.
right? Like, can we say shout out to John Legend and you other scary niggas? What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all was scared to have to say something? Jay-Z, I'm kind of looking at you, sir. You did a whole ass album. You should have rebuked that invitation. What's it called? You should have rescinded the invitation. Can you still get the best of both worlds and everywhere?
I don't know. Let me.
Jay-Z, you can't get that on title. Okay.
Shit, best of both
He
worlds.
could have released a firm statement.
Didn't they do 2 albums together or just one?
I have no idea. I would have preferred a couple more firm statements. First of all, John Legend released a firm statement. He said, I ain't doing nothing special. I just don't believe in predators. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But even if folks didn't want to come on the television, right? I could have appreciated some firm statements.
It's still there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have appreciated some firm statements. Chance, I'm glad he spoke his truth. I'm glad he came out there. And when he said, what didn't Chance say? He just, because they black women, he just didn't.
Yeah, he didn't believe it.
And he got babies, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
He got a young daughter. How can you say that and have young black women in your life? Don't you always over-rotate and believe the survivor? Always. Isn't that the rule?
No.
I don't know what else, Nero. It was a rough 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Lifetime was not fucking around.
No. I heard on the radio before we wrap this up that his record sales has been at an all-time high since
Oh my God.
since the thing. So like, there's niggas that's still supporting this nigga and playing his music. I don't know if it's streaming firms or actual niggas, but I know they mentioned on the radio that his album sales has been at an all-time high since this docuseries.
All right. Stay prayed up.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do 2 things? You want to talk about Tiffany Haddish and Bird Box and wrap it up?
Yeah.
You see, am I saying her name Haddish?
Haddish.
Haddish. I always had an extra syllable.
Yeah.
Looks like she was in South Beach, Miami, and did a stand-up comedy show, and it got so bad people walked out,
Mm-hmm.
and then she invited people on stage to take pictures.
Oh.
Slow down, sis. Slow down. Slow down. I'm gonna need you to put that drink down too. Sis Naomi gonna tell you because I love you. Put it down.
Oh.
Because you can't come to work. Ain't nobody job you can do that. I can't come to go Silicon Valley fuck up that hard. We pay you a lot of money to get your shit in order.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do what Lunel do. Lunel stay drunk.
Yes, she does. Or appears to be. I don't know.
You know, it might be some apple juice in there. Lunel might never had a drink in her life.
Appears to be.
What you think about that? Like, as a creative, I think I don't come from that side of the brain, so it's hard for me to process that. Because it's not like she bombed and she kept going. It's like she bombed and she's like, I'm all set here. And I'm like, sis, I don't know, Tiff. I don't know. And also, I'm getting to the point where I prefer her in movies than stand-up. Am I putting her in a box? Like the colonizers do? Y'all can be truthful. I am.
Yeah.
I prefer her in the movies.
But, you know, Cat Williams said it.
Ooh, don't you do the care and protection of black women.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. We can talk the real, you know. Come on.
Yeah.
Cat Williams did say it.
But on some real shit.
And she gonna bounce back, right?
Yeah.
Like, she at the top of her game, right? She'll be good. I'm sure this will never happen again. Whatever happened, be it not being prepared or maybe had a little bit too much to drink, whatever, I can guarantee you it will not happen again. I can guarantee that won't happen again from her. But, all right, sis.
I agree with you, though. Like, I personally enjoy her movies, like her performances in
her
movies,
sweet spot.
than like her stand up. Because like going back to like the shit that was on Netflix and shit like that,
like, that's what I'm saying. So it's all right already. It's just all right, right? You can have it in the background. Put all right with a bad night. Mm-hmm. You got trash on your hands.
Exactly.
And I know them tickets weren't cheap.
No, because it was New Year's and Miami. Shit.
So it wasn't like she was playing at the Funny Bone.
No. And
you don't charge $20. $20, you can go get you a little piece of drink.
What you talking about? Remember, there were certain people that can't be $50 to be mad as hell.
So, you know, it ain't one of them joints, right? Mm-hmm. Where you just pay your little piece of money, get you a little piece to eat, and go about your business. I'm sure these people pay hundreds of dollars for these tickets. Yeah. And she came on here bullshitting. No, Tiff, that ain't cool.
No. No.
And if you had an off night, you'd have been better off canceling the show and giving people their money back.
Yeah.
Instead of coming doing, because sis, you know better. I think this is what it is. You know better, Tiff. But honestly, I prefer her more in like I want her to hone that shit in. Like I don't know what she can do to hone that in and to make like an enterprise from it. I think she already kind of has, but I think that needs to be. That's what I want to see from Tiff. I don't know if I want to see her stand up because y'all know I'm trying to do the care and maintenance of Black women, so I ain't gonna go too deep in it.
Oh,
but
protect her.
I'm protecting her.
Protect her, sis.
I want to see her in movies. I think acting, yes, but her stand up get way too. I can't think of a good word.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it's not for me. I was watching some folks on YouTube. I think it was the Scorpion, so Kevin and Michelle. He's like, "Who paying to see Tiffany had? Who black person?" I said, "These niggas." But I had to think about it. I don't know if I had a group of friends like, "Oh, y'all want to go see Tiffany Haddish?"
And you be like, "Find us some tickets." Were they more than $30?
But we don't go pay $10 at the movie matinee to see her.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we about to. The Blatts. I don't know if the Blatts is about to.
So yeah, like I think that was a little rough. I think that.
But
was
since I'm gonna need
rough.
you to tighten it up, right? I'm saying this from a place of love, right? Because you're on fucking top, you're killing it, you're getting your checks. I'm gonna need you to come home at a decent time, eat your green juice, and fucking practice in honing your craft and be about your shit, right? It ain't okay just to say fuck it, I had a bad night, bitch. How long you wanted this? How many nights you slept in that raggedy ass car? How many nights you ain't eat? Don't you forget that shit.
Tell him.
Nah, at her for me.
Oh,
I'm serious. Do get on it now, Tiff. We need you. It ain't nobody else. Ain't nobody else up there. So you're gonna have to sacrifice.
Well, Monique in Vegas.
Don't do this. And I want to see her. Don't do this. But I'm serious, Tiff. You up there. And I know it's a heavy crown to bear, but you put it on your head. Anything else?
No. So
come on in. Who them niggas you got around you too? Because ain't nobody asked you, did you practice? you ain't run a joke by a friend. Right? I feel like I got close enough friends. I go somewhere. If I tell Nia I got to do something, he said, well, you practice this? Did you practice your PowerPoint? Or he like, send me the PowerPoint. Or even when he go to interviews, I'm like, well, send it to me. Let me peek at it. Just to make sure you ain't lost your damn mind.
Right.
Right? Ain't no friends say, sis, don't you got a show tomorrow? It's New Year's Eve. This ain't charitable show. People paid their coin. I need you to go to sleep. You don't got the privilege to stay up to 1 a.m. right now because you're going to go make that 6-figure coin tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Right? It's a level. Discipline, Tiff. The white folks will take away from you in a minute. And the black folks, you know how we ain't as forgiving as we used to be.
When have they ever been forgiving? Except for R. Kelly.
How did this nigga become Teflon?
Baby, it's easy to be Teflon when you made Step in the Lane of Love and I Believe I Can Fly.
Which is a horrible song. I never liked I Believe I Can Fly. And I felt bad about saying that back in the day. People used to sing it at graduations. And I'm like, every time it came on, I just be like, this is some bullshit.
They play I Believe I Can Fly at my 5th grade graduation.
Oh my God. What DPS was that?
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay. I'm blessed and highly favored to never have heard that song at any event that have a memory to me.
I also want to think I played it at my middle school graduation too.
All I remember is my mama throwing the CD away.
I think one of the girls who, because this was American Idol, was out. And I think she went on to American Idol, but she didn't make it.
Yeah.
And I think for...
She sung it.
Yeah. For graduation, middle school graduation, she came up there and sung I Believe I Can Fly. So 2 years.
And then
like two different.
Did you see they tried to do the Nippy when he did? Because you know he did some stuff on the Sparkle soundtrack.
Yeah.
And she's like, he's just brilliant. And it was like, even Whitney Houston said, I said, you know Whitney was on that shit. Don't bring Nippy into this. Because I know if Nippy was alive, she would have been throwing her fucking shoe at the TV. She was on that shit. She ain't know what was up or down. She ain't know what day it was.
So yeah, it's easy for that nigga.
Jackson.
It's easy for that nigga to get by when you do I Believe I Can Fly and Step in the Name of Love.
And I wish.
And I wish.
And then here you gonna come with feeling on your booty in the same breath. What?
And then the remix to Ignition, How to Fresh Out the Kitchen.
I think Amanda Steele, I need to meet her. I need to manifest so we can both meet each other. That needs to be my woman's roundtable, me and her, and we just need to go ham on everyone. But I'm with her, and I was thinking about it too. She talked about everybody talking about R. Kelly, a musical genius. And I'm like, yeah, he is good. Like, he's talented, right? But then I got to think about it. We're like, real, how musically creative is you remind me of my Jeep? And then, like, is that really brilliant? If we're putting them in the brilliant category, people I put in the brilliant category are like Stevie Wonder and Donny Hathaway. Is we saying he on the same level musically as them?
Yes.
Shit. You niggas is a lie. You remind me of your Jeep in a Ribbon in the Sky. How is the...
No, I would put River in the Sky and I Believe I Can Fly together.
That's basic ass lyrics. That's no lyric. Like, that's not... I think of Donny Hathaway.
And then My Eyes Don't Cry No More and Step in the Name of the Love.
But if you're talking
about... I'm putting them back to back.
Nah, it's still not the same. Because even if you're thinking about, like, ultimate love songs with... Donny Hathaway, A Song for You, like I love you in a space where there's no space. Like lyrics were different, and you just talking about I Believe I Can Fly, and Sets Me, and 12 Play. That's some hood lullaby, illiterate shit. That's what the fuck it was. Some storybook shit. No, come on. Every verse is 10 syllables. What the? Y'all can get mad at me if you want,
baby. Now you know you would step into the name of love.
I had a moment.
Oh.
But my mother threw out the CD.
Oh.
And I'm blessed and highly favored. When she seen it, she's like, what the fuck is this? Look, this is my mom. Throw that shit away.
You done been to a few weddings.
Don't listen to him in my house.
And step to a name of love.
Next. Well, now I do the Temptations, One Enchanted Evening.
Oh.
They better not met. They have them passed to the Savior. So
only one that's left is
Otis.
Otis
Still alive.
Yeah, the puppet master.
The puppet master.
Yes.
Why do you think Otis the puppet master?
Because Otis was out there puppeteering all that shit.
I ain't seen the Temptation movies in a while. I need to watch that again.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Otis is not the puppet master.
Otis is out there puppeteering shit.
What?
Yes.
What about Blue and David Ruffin? He's still one of my favorites. God, it's something about the shit starters.
He problematic too.
Ooh, David Ruffin. Please, David Ruffin, James Brown, all these. That's the other thing, right? So underage women and of age men has been a theme in music. All the way to Elvis Presley and Priscilla. Mm-hmm. Now I'm bringing the whites into it. Priscilla was what, 16?
Yeah.
Elvis grown ass. Like, it's songs about this. This ain't shit new.
Jesus.
Let's talk about this Bird Box and wrap this on up.
Okay.
Nero.
I like the think pieces that came out of Bird Box.
What?
Yes.
I thought it was just a movie.
It was, but the think pieces that y'all niggas came up with, I think my favorite one. My favorite one was yes.
I don't think it.
Yes, it garnered.
Sci-fi movie, wasn't
no, it garnered a lot of good think pieces.
I just thought, first of all, before you go into it, you got it, Nero? Mm-hmm. Did y'all like seeing what's his name from Moonlight in there? Who was his name in Moonlight?
I don't remember. Ace.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Let me think. Go ahead and process and I find it.
I think my favorite think piece, I think it was from the Root, where they said Bird Box was an allegory to white people.
Trevante Rose. Y'all seen Black in Bird Box? You done got rid of them gold toofuses.
Okay.
He likes women now.
Okay. You gonna let me finish or no?
The apocalypse do.
Are you gonna let me finish or no? Are you gonna let me finish or no?
Yeah, I like black.
Okay. Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done.
I'm done.
Oh. Mm-hmm. My favorite think piece, to go back to this, was that Bird Box was an allegory to racism.
What?
And
what? I promise y'all, I just watched it as a carefree black girl.
No,
I didn't take any. I didn't watch it with the lens
think it was
of
on the
racism or
Root.
anything. With a Root beyond 1,000. They're hilarious.
It was an allegory for racism, and that's why all the white people was going crazy.
What?
Was because the ghost or the thing that was killing people or making them commit suicide was racism.
Oh my God.
And white
Because
people,
it was so bad.
yeah, it's because racism was so bad,
And they turned a blind eye to
yes.
it. Oh,
And so when
I
they
should take it to
seen,
my work.
so when they seen racism, they couldn't handle it no more, and then they killed themselves. And then the people who did see it and can't handle it already went batshit crazy.
Or I don't say the MAGAs.
And then the bird box of the shit was like a safe haven. I think it is like Switzerland or some shit like that, where racism don't exist.
Because it ain't no, never mind.
Because there ain't no black people there.
Everybody just see through. Everything just see through.
So that was my favorite. That was my favorite think piece.
Oh my God!
But
what about the black man? Who was he? The Uncle Tom. It's always one.
Yeah, it's always one. There's always one well-intended black man that's trying to help ease in the racism.
And here the thing went further. Black woman not even a part of the conversation. Nope. Come on, Jesus. They done wrote us out of history. Come on, we don't even exist. Olympia got on my fucking nerves. Oh my God, when she jumped out the window, I was like, thank God. Thank God.
So, what do you have to say?
I told you what I had to say. And they should have listened to that white man. That white man who wouldn't let nobody in the house that was kind of got a tinge of racism on him. Tinge of slime on. They should listen to him because he was calling all their numbers. He was like, don't let her ass in. Don't. And the ones he didn't let him in, right? And the one they did let in, he started killing everybody and putting them birds in the fridge. It was interesting. It was a cute little sci-fi. I'm always here for a little Sandra Bullock bop. You know, Sandra Bullock. First of all, I was curious about all the new generation, all your kids, these kids under 25 who ain't realized Sandra Bullock been acting for 30 years. They're like, wow, she's a good actress. Well, shit, she's been doing this game since the early 90s. I hope she can. Like, this is the first time they don't call her Sandra Bullock. They call her the lady from the Bird Box.
Uh-oh.
I was like, hello? So I thought that was entertaining. But I don't know. I thought it was a cute little holiday movie.
You know, one of the things that Naomi like to do during the holidays is watch psychological thrillers.
Yeah, so it was right up my alley. Like, it was, I didn't go into it with a critical lens. I just wanted to watch something for a few hours. And them kids almost made me cry when she was in that, spoiler alert, when she was in that boat. And she was like, somebody gonna have to open their eyes. And the boy was like, I'll do it. Then she ain't said nothing. Then the little girl was like, shit, I have to open my eyes. She almost looked at her like, bitch, you gonna make me do it, ain't you? Or it hurt me when she ain't even named them kids.
Boy and girl.
Boy, girl. And when the kids, they so proud. They like, what's your name? Boy and girl?
Girl.
What?
Look, Netflix Bird Box is about white people not wanting to see racism.
Y'all hilarious for that. I ain't go there. You know, usually I'm always there, but I wasn't there for the holiday. It was cute, though.
I'm telling y'all need to read this from the root because that shit was funny as hell.
I thought it was cute. Like, I thought it was cute for what it is. I liked seeing Black in something else. I like seeing Trevante in something else. Sandra Bullock's a coat. Netflix always bring it, though. Mm-hmm. Netflix always brings it to me. What do you think about that Bandersnatch Black Mirror? Did I say that Bandersnatch?
Yeah, Bandersnatch.
I think it's brilliant, the idea of it, but I don't think I'm patient enough. I'm a millennium. I'm an old millennium. Sitting there and going through all them options. No, I'm not doing that. I'm probably I'll pick it up again, but I'm never gonna pick that up again.
Yeah, I need to see all the endings.
Oh Jesus, I got frustrated.
Why you get frustrated?
Oh my god!
So here's the thing.
It works on my nerves.
Me and Naomi was having a battle.
Yeah. Because
of all these choices, right? And like, no, Naren, you pick them, and not pick. Why you pick that one? Shit. Thought you wanted me to pick him.
No, Naren was being funny. On stuff he clearly should have picked different shit. And he'd be like, yeah, kill him. I'm like, damn. Do you want to go to the end credits?
Kill the dead. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. I think it's a beautifully creative idea, but the way my patience is set up, it's not a good movie. I'm never going to watch it again.
You're never going to watch it again?
I think I only got through half of it.
What if they had something like that for, no, they couldn't do that.
For what?
Never mind. I was going to say for the big screen. And then,
oh, God, no. Then you got to vote majority rule?
Yes.
No, because then someone's going to hack the system.
You think so?
Yes. Oh. Niggas used to hack the little clickers in the undergrad.
Oh, they did?
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Allegedly. No, I don't want to do that. I don't like it. Mm-hmm. It makes me tired.
Why? Why? Because you get decision fatigue?
And then you keep going back and reliving shit. And bring back the series Black Mirror. I don't want to make no more decisions.
Oh, my God.
But I'm sorry, it was Bird Box. I don't know. I thought it was good. Like, I think y'all was extremely hard on a hour and a half movie that was just supposed to be entertainment. Like, I did not take it as nothing.
Look, that's another. Bird Box reflects a deeply insular, conservative, and paranoid parenting philosophy.
Oh my God, no!
There's a lot of think pieces, and y'all should read
That
it.
went completely over my head.
And meanwhile, Naomi just thinking this is a regular movie.
I thought this is something that could have been on Sci-Fi Channel.
No, baby. There's tons of think pieces out here.
Oh, I just watched it and I enjoyed it. Olympia got on my nerves, and I was cheering when the white man was right.
You really need to
Olympia.
read.
Oh, I hate when white women whine. Like, that's how Mabel be sounding. She's triggering. She like Olympia. Will you take care of my baby? Oh, bitch. Live.
Here's another one. People think Netflix is using fake accounts to spread viral memes about Bird Box.
But there's no. The memes are hilarious. All right, anything else now?
No.
Want to close this on out?
Go ahead.
Sorry if y'all wanted me to unpack Bird. I literally did not go on the lens with a critical thought in Bird Box. I went in there like, oh, this is a cute Christmas Day bop. I went in with the same level of discernment I went in with The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Well, maybe you need to go back.
No.
And do it with your critical thinking.
Nah. With my critical race theory?
Yes.
Fuck no.
Oh.
No.
On your bell hooks on love.
No. Go ahead. Clean this up. Wrap us up. No.
As always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about, head on over to that website. We got SoundCloud, and we also got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.